Hey YouTube, welcome back. This is Ricky with Shoemonster EDC. Today we are checking out the CJRB SCORIA. Yes, very nice, right? This one was passed down to me through the Apex Knife Pass Around group, so I appreciate it, guys. Love checking out these newer knives for sure. And yeah, before we get in the nitty gritties and all the goodies, you guys go ahead and check out my Instagram page at Shoemonster.EDC. There you go. I've got a lot of cool photos on there and some foreshadowing of what I'll be reviewing on this YouTube channel. Yes. All right, so let's dig deep and look at the specs on this guy here, right? The blade length is 3.48 inches. Blade thickness is 0.10 inches. The blade finish is the black PVD coated. The blade material on this is the AR RPM 9. And yeah, we have a drop point style blade, right? Yeah, there you go. And the overall length on this guy here is 8.01 inches. Closed length, we're looking at 4.53 inches. Handle material is the double coral micarta. Ooh, doesn't it look sweet? Yes, I love this micarta on this. We have a clip material, titanium on this guy here. The overall weight is about 3.5 ounces, so yeah, not too bad for a full-size knife, right? And the pivot assembly on this is a ceramic ball bearings, and we do have a liner lock on this. And yeah, we have dual deployment here. We can either use the thumb studs or we can use the flipper on this guy here. I prefer the thumb stud. That's just me though. See if I can Spidey flick it. Yes, I sure can. And yeah, so we have a carry, tip up carry for the pocket clip. So when you slide this in your pocket, yeah, that tip is going to be in the up direction. We do have a lanyard hole on this guy, and we can flip this pocket clip to the other side. So a little bit of lefty love, right? There you go. Let's do some size comparisons on this guy. Let's look at the 940 Osborne. Let's take a peek at that. So you can kind of tell, yeah, this is definitely a full-size knife. It is larger than your Osborne. Handle length is not, it's about the same, but your blade is definitely longer, and the width is, it's a lot wider than the Osborne for sure, right? Let's get this out of the way. Let's compare it to the Spyderco Para 3, and yeah, definitely larger than your Para 3. Your handle, it is about a 1/2 inch, maybe 1/4 inch longer, and your blade is about maybe about 3/4 of an inch longer than your Para 3. So that's that. I still haven't found my damn Sharpie, so we're going to use my pen Sharpie just to give you a better size comparison, because everybody pretty much knows the size of a Sharpie, right? So that's that. Let's look at it closed up. So yeah, it's definitely a full-size knife for sure. Very nice. Now the MSRP on this guy here, I did find it online, and I actually looked at the Artisan Cutlery website, and it's looking about $107. So yeah, it's not a budget-friendly carry for sure, but it's not way up there in the price range. So you know, between 100 and 110 bucks is what you're gonna find it online. Now, what do I think about this knife? Well, I absolutely love this knife. It's a little thin, which I think most people like, because it's going to carry a lot easier. It's going to slide right in that pocket. You're not going to know it's there. So that's very nice. I mean, weighing in at what, 3.5 ounces for a full-size knife like this is very sweet. One thing I did notice when I got this out of the box is just this sweet micarta. It's not you don't have any coating over it. It's, you know, nice, and it's got a nice texture to it, so it's not gonna, it's good when it's in the hand. It's not just gonna slide out of your hand. So I'm actually in favor of this type of micarta versus let's see, let's take a peek at the my Finch knife, a 1929 here. This has got more of a smooth, it's like they put like a coating over this micarta here. I actually prefer this micarta, and it's actually gonna patina more, right? So that's that. Another thing I really like about this knife is that you have you have two different types of deployment here. You've got your flipper, and then you have your thumb studs. I really like when knife companies do that, just because sometimes you're in a pinch, you know, sometimes you might not be able to get your finger over here to the flipper, if you're on a ladder or something, you need to cut something, you know, you can only just use your thumb to open it up real fast, you know, or vice versa, either one. So that's very, very nice. The action on this is pretty damn sweet. It drop shuts nice, and it deploys very nicely, and it's very smooth. Exceptionally smooth. But yes, very, very cool. Is that blade centered on this? Yeah. Yep, she's centered. So very good build quality. Of course, CJRB usually does a pretty damn good job with their build quality on this guy here. So yeah, you notice it is definitely a slimmer carry. So your blade stock is going to be very, very slim. So that means it's going to be slicey. So if you like slicey knives, this probably is going to be for you. For sure. We do have a lanyard hole, which is very nice. Another thing I scoped out was, yeah, hardware. You don't see much of it, do you? So it's not going to take much to take this knife apart, clean it, switch out stuff, whatever you got to do to it. But we do have smaller screws on here. These look like T6s, so just be careful when you do take this apart, because if you're like clumsy like me, yeah, you're gonna strip those screws out. I'm very bad at stripping these damn T6 screws, for sure. As far as the price goes, do I think it's worth, you know, $105, $110? I do, I really do. The quality of the micarta is very, very nice. You know, it's very slim, very, very sharp out of the box. The blade, you know, it looks great, and it's bigger. And you have two different types of deployment. You have a titanium clip to keep the weight down, lanyard hole for the junkies out there that love your lanyard holes. You throw some paracord in there, and it's large enough too. Yeah, so lanyard junkies, there you go. Actually, honestly, I think this knife would look really good with a black, you know, 550 paracord running through it. I really do, just because of that black blade. It looks great on here. The action is great on this, so yeah, guys, definitely, I think it's definitely worth $100, $105, $110. Probably nothing more than that though. But yeah, how does it feel in hand? I think it feels great. No hot spots whatsoever. I mean, maybe you can feel the edge of the micarta on the inside, but I don't. I mean, maybe if you really squeeze on it, you might feel a hot spot, but not really. This knife's too slim and sweet for that. You can choke up on it, which is nice. You know, of course, you know me. I love my jimping. I wish they added more jimping on the spine of the blade here. There's absolutely no jimping on this whatsoever, and not even on the flipper either. So I find myself quite a few times kind of slipping a little bit when I deploy this blade if I were to use the flipper. Very, very nice. Can I slow roll this blade here? Yeah, I can very easily, and I can spidey flick it too. So yeah, I think CJRB did a really good job on this one here. It looks like a great knife. The looks of it, the style of it, it just looks great. Very simple, not too much branding, and yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this one here. It'd be a little sad to pass this one on to the next guy to review. But like I said, I think the worst thing, the biggest con on this knife here is just absolutely no jimping. But with that being said, I get why they didn't add any jimping, because they want to make this look like a smooth knife. I mean, this could almost be a bigger gentleman's knife. I mean, really and truly, it looks that good. And I love the shape of this handle. It looks good, and it feels great. So that's my thoughts on it, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Of course, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and for you guys that have subscribed, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome, truly awesome. And yeah, smash that like button, and we'll see you guys next time.